Welcome everyone to the May 28th, 2025, Wednesday night meeting of the Township Lopatcong Planning Board meeting. Would everyone please join me in a silent prayer, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Adequate notice of this meeting has been provided indicating the time and place of the meeting in accordance with Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of 1975 by advertising a notice in the Star Ledger in the express times and by posting a copy on the bulletin board in the municipal building.
Members Coyle.
Here.
Coy.
Here.
George. Lawler.
Here.
Mengucci. Polito.
Here.
Weeks.
Here.
Vice Chairwoman DeLeo. And Chairman Sampson.
Here. Okay, first under the old business, did everyone get the latest minutes this morning? Everybody get that? Anybody have any questions, comments, revisions? No? Okay, hearing none. This time, would somebody like to make a motion to approve that?
Motion. I'll second it.
Okay, members Coyle.
Yes.
Coy.
Yes.
Lawler.
Yes.
Polito.
Yes.
Weeks. Chairman Sampson.
Yes. All right, next up, we have the amendment master plan, housing element, fair share plan, fourth round. Dan, you want to talk about that a little bit?
Sure. We crafted the fourth round plan in accordance with the Fair Housing Act and the municipal land use law. There's a lot of different things that are required to be in that element. So there's really two components, the housing element, which is an element of the master plan, and then the fair share plan, which addresses the affordable housing obligations. So it's broken into kind of two chapters. We go through the demographics of the township, and I'm not going to go into details, but just updating the population demographics, the housing demographics, employment, so that kind of stuff that we're pulling from the census data and explaining it a little bit in the report as to how it impacts the housing characteristics in the township. And then looking at projections on future growth. So we look at housing projections and employment projections, which are always wrong anyways, but we put them in there just because we have to. And then looking at the capacity for the town to meet its fair share obligations, the land capacity and utility capacity. Land capacity is extremely limited. We did the Highlands build-out analysis. There was only 3 sites remaining in the township that are vacant and developable under this scenario. So one is the bowling alley site, that vacant farmland site. We have another farm site off of 57, which is right next to Architects Golf Course. And then there's one lot over on Route 22, right next to the auto wrecker place. So there's those 3 sites. Those are contributing to the RDP, the realistic development potential of the town. When you do the calculations, we end up with an RDP of 6 units for the fourth round. And really, you combine that RDP is for the third and fourth round combined. So we take that unmet need based off of both of those, and we end up with an unmet need for the town, which is 75 units of unmet need. So you have the 81 unit fourth round obligation, you subtract out the 6 RDP, you end up with the 75 unit unmet need. And when we go through the existing credits available to the township, you actually end up with an excess. So we didn't have to rezone anything. all of the existing projects cover the RDP and the unmet need for the fourth round. So breaking down, there's four components now for the obligation. We have the present need, which is the rehabilitation obligation. And the town had a zero obligation for that, so we didn't have to do anything for the fourth round for rehabilitation. The third prior round obligation was 56. So we had 56 obligation for the prior round, which was already met through some of the other existing developments. For the third round, we had 93 units. Again, that was already met through the third round plan. And then the fourth round, we have an obligation of 81, which we reduced down to 6 RDP. So altogether, when we go through the credits for Clymer Village, Overlook at Lopatcong, Sycamore Landing, and then the bonus credits, those all take care of the prior round. For the third round, we're using credits from Clymer Village again, Overlook, Sycamore Landing, and then there's 11 credits of supportive and special needs housing group homes that we're using. And then again, the bonus credits, 24 bonus credits, which gets us to that 93. And then for the fourth round, for the RDP, we only have to get to 6, so we take a couple units from Clymer Village, from Sycamore Landing, and then the bonus credits, we get to the 6. The remaining units from Clymer Village, and then the Delaware Park School Apartments, Autumn Ridge, and the rest of the rental bonus credits cover the rest of the unmet need for the fourth round. So, and then there is some excess credits we had left over from Clymer Village because it's an age-restricted project and we're limited on how many credits we can take each round. That's why those units are spread out in each round. The first prior round and third round, you can only claim 25% of your obligation for age-restricted. For the fourth round, we can claim 30%, that gave you a little bit of bump there, but we still have some extra credits that we couldn't claim from that project. So that could be carried over into the next round, 2035 to 2045. So that's basically the plan. Happy to go into any more details if anyone has questions.
So the obligation is met, it's a non-issue?
The obligation is met.
Okay. That was easy.
Yeah.
Does anybody on the board have any questions about that?
I'd like to know next steps from there. Now, does this all go to the council and they have to do something?
Yes.
At the next meeting?
So the next council meeting, they will have, first the planning board has to adopt this as part of the master plan. So the planning board will adopt this tonight, hopefully, and adopt the resolution that Jim put together. Then we'll have this on for a resolution to be adopted by the council, endorsing the plan and allowing it to be submitted to the state for review. Once we submit it to the state, there's a 60-day comment period where people can challenge the plan. Developers have an opportunity to review and challenge the plan. So by the end of August, if we don't have any challenges, we could be going into the implementation. Then we will need to adopt spending plan ordinances, which we don't have to do any ordinances here because we've already met the obligation. Other towns will have to do ordinances. So that's basically it. Then hopefully we get a judgment of repose from the program, and the town is good for 10 years.
Okay. Okay. Anybody from the public? Yes, sir.
Bob Bruce, 11 Harwich Road. That was great, by the way. I'm going to read the notes and I'll drop out stuff that you probably already answered.
Sure.
Councilman Belcaro had addressed that our affordable housing at the last council meeting. Couple of terms I didn't understand: vacant land adjustment credits, unmet need. I think I basically got from you that nothing is needed of this body to do anything, and perhaps even in 2035.
There will be some credits carrying over to
Yes,
2035.
yes,
We don't
but-
know what that obligation will be.
Right, and maybe this vacant land adjustment credits, I mean, technical terms, I don't care, but if you have land and sewer in 2035, you do or you don't, so. He had, I was gonna quote Mr. Belcaro, he said last month about maybe, any houses, like we were at 81, I think, could just be stay in the cloud. I didn't know what that meant, but I think I kind of said they went away tonight, so great. I was going to ask, is there any change to zoning in this? But yes, you're implementing not a zoning change, but a master plan change? Can you, anybody?
This is an element of the master plan, so it's not, we're not changing any of the zoning, it's just another element of the master plan that's being updated.
Okay, as per what has to happen per the Affordable COA.
Yeah.
Okay, and I was going to ask if Mr. Wisniewski, who unfortunately isn't here tonight, if he would be able to address, in his absence, maybe somebody could address that whole Block 100, Lot 608 business. It's under new business, Carmco Inc. He had apparently determined that their application for preliminary and final site plan and variances were deemed incomplete. Like, what is Block 100, 608, Lot 608, and what were they attempting to achieve? Thank you.
Thank you.
If somebody could address that.
Good evening, board members. My name is Ryan Benson, 47 Bowers Drive, Hackettstown. Just a very quick question. Do you have any extra copies of the housing element and fair share plan?
I can email it to you. You want
Great.
to give me your email?
Yes, please. It's R. Benson,
R. Benson,
BENSON, @khub.com, KHOB. Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
John?
Good evening, John Ketcherson, 38 Jade Lane. This master plan, is this available on the website or anything? Or where would we, just out of curiosity, find that?
Did we put it up on
This
the,
report,
we didn't put it up on the website yet,
The
right?
whole obligation, and how we're meeting it.
I don't know if I took it there yet, but I.
I didn't, I looked for it before, and I didn't see it, that's why I'm asking.
Okay.
You would stick it up there then?
Oh, yeah.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, John. Anybody else from the public? I would just like to say that you did a great job on that report. That was really a lot of insight on the town and what's going on, and that was
Appreciate
really
that.
great, yeah. Okay. So would someone care to make a motion? And I guess the vote is going to be to approve the resolution for the changing of the master plan. Am I saying that right?
Yeah,
The changing?
adopting the fair share plan and amending the housing element of the master plan pursuant to the report provided to the board. And there is a resolution on the dais. Yep.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second. Members Coyle,
Yes.
Toy,
Yes.
Lawler,
Yes.
Lito,
Yes.
Weeks.
Yes.
Chairman Sands.
Yes. Is Phillipsburg High School not here tonight?
No, no one's here tonight.
Okay. All right, so also, under new business, we have Carmco Inc., Block 100, Lot 6.08, application for preliminary and final major site plan and variance applications, incomplete as determined by engineers. Wisniewski's report dated May 12th, 2025.
So Chairman, this is also just going to require a motion of the board to deem it a complete. Just by way of background, this property is over by where the asphalt plant is.
Correct.
And they were in front of the planning board approximately last year for,
Board of
seek-
Adjustment?
Board of Adjustment, yeah, seeking, I guess, zoning determination that they were pre-existing use for outdoor storage of materials and other things, and the board declined to extend that determination to them. So now they're coming for a site plan application before this board to, I imagine, conduct outdoor storage on the site. I haven't really delved into the application at this point in time. But there are certain items that are required, and one of them is an important one from our perspective, which requires a Highlands area determination, or a Highlands applicability determination. Adam is not able to grant them an exception under our current ordinance, so they're going to the Highlands Council for that, and that is required by our checklist for them to come to this board. It's also required by the Highlands. So until that is really satisfied, they should be deemed incomplete. So that's one of the primary reasons why they're going to be deemed incomplete. You're also going to see in Adam's review that there's some other technical items that they haven't complied with that he's requiring them to comply with. We'll make note of to his satisfaction in their application.
Yeah, I don't see anything in here about a use that they've been.
They want an integrated industrial park office development with outdoor bulk storage. So I think it's permitted within the zone district. I just don't think they have any type of approvals to do it at this point.
Okay. All right, so, so a yes vote for this will be that we will deem it incomplete. Right? All right, would somebody like to make that motion?
Make a motion. Incomplete.
I'll second.
And let me roll call that. Members Coyle,
Yes.
Foy,
Yes.
Waller,
Yes.
Leo,
Yes.
Weeks.
Yes.
Chairman Sampson.
Yes. All right, I believe that's it. Would somebody care to make?
Do we do anything with the high school issue?
No,
They're
it's
not here.
a courtesy review. They're not here.
We need to be here to hear
Put
it.
on the record then.
Yeah. Would somebody like to make a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion.
Did you do it?
Yeah. Make a motion.
I'll second. I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Short meeting, look back.
What's happening?